Hi everyone! So I created Google Slides from my tentative outline, and my first slide will of course be the title with my name on it. So my webinar focuses on developing strategic writers, so that would be the title. For my first page, I would have writing as a literacy, so the importance of writing as a literacy, and most PDs that I've been to and that I've went to do have a reflective quote by an author. So in this case, I would find a quote by Gail Tompkins and have people reflect on the importance of writing as a literacy. After, I would talk about some of the writing strategies that Gail Tompkins talks about. So Gail Tompkins considers the writing strategies: elaborating, formatting, generating, narrowing, and organizing. Now, these 5 strategies are metacognitive and cognitive strategies that help regulate thought process. As you saw earlier in my video, Gail Tompkins is all about process and product. So this is the process that she talks about, these strategies, and these strategies allow students to reflect on their thinking and ultimately allow them to enhance their writing skills. Now, for tentative outline purposes, I put the writing strategies in one slide. However, when I create my final draft, I will be putting each strategy on its own slide, and I will discuss how to use each strategy in a classroom and its effect on learning. So for now, I just briefly mentioned the 5 strategies so that as a class you can understand the 5 strategies that I intend on talking about in the professional development webinar. Next, I would talk about the strategies used in the stages of writing. Now, this is really important because the strategies are meaningless unless they're utilized in everyday writing. So, pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing, these stages of writing are extremely predominant in all classrooms, no matter what grade you're in, especially in middle school and high school. These stages of writing are frequently used. So these strategies that I used before, that are right over here: elaborating, formatting, generating, narrowing, and organizing, these strategies are implemented within the stages of writing, and a lot of these strategies overlap. So pre-writing and drafting can overlap with elaborating and formatting. So a lot of these strategies overlap within the stages of writing. So it'll be really nice. I'll go into how these strategies overlap, and I'll go into possible activities that can be utilized, and how to allow students to be aware of the strategies that they're utilizing. And this will, like I said, with the ultimate goal of increasing writing literacy and increasing the strength of writers. Next, I intend on talking about writing strategies according to grade level. So by certain grade levels are expected to know certain writing strategies. So this will be an opportunity for me to go into depth with some of the writing strategy goals. So for example, I would talk about how Gail Tompkins suggests that grades 3 to 5 have at least 8 to 10 strategies that are fully developed and that are self-regulated. Okay, whereas in grades 6 through 8, Gail Tompkins talks about students applying more strategies, 12 strategies, self-regulating on their own discretion, reflecting on these writing strategies, using these writing strategies in the classroom, and being aware that they're using the writing strategies. So I would just briefly talk about the goals within each grade level, grades 3 to 5 and grades 6 through 8, so that teachers are aware of how knowledgeable their students should be with the writing strategy that their students are utilizing. And this goes for capable writers and less capable writers. They should all be aware of the writing strategy that they are using. Next, I intend on teaching or allowing teachers to be aware of how to teach a writing strategy, and this is really important because I can teach the writing strategy in the professional development webinar, but if teachers can't take the webinar and bring it into their own classroom, then it really has no value. So being able to really explicitly teach teachers how to bring these writing strategies into their classroom would be really helpful for allowing them to actually implement these writing strategies that Gail Tompkins talks about in order to develop strategic writers. And finally, I'll talk about some conclusion or implications, so what that may look like, even an exemplar. I can upload, I was considering uploading maybe some possible lesson plans that Gail Tompkins creates, or some possible checklists that Gail Tompkins creates to help teachers implement these strategic writing strategies. And to allow students to be aware of their writing strategies. And finally, I will include my references. So if anyone has any questions in regards to the tentative schedule, the tentative plan, please let me know. I'm really interested in feedback and what you guys think. Thank you.